Why, hello there, fellow farmers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Going Medieval Tower of Knowledge. Episode 24. A new spring brings fields of green. So research. How have we had no handbooks? Like literally no one's even gone to the bench? It's not paused. It's waiting for worker. Will the Intellectual Renown help merchants bring and visitors bring books? I don't think so. I don't believe renown spreads in that way. But we are working on making meals to be able to get out there and buy books. I don't have I haven't sent anyone out just yet, but that could certainly be something that we do. We could head out to Cumnor or Wolfhamcote or Danethrope or Punarth. Yeah, there's a lot of like places that we could that aren't extraordinarily far that could be trade opportunities for a caravan. Especially if we train the dog a bit better, because it would be nice for the caravaneer to have like a pet. So these buildings cannot be reached. I think, let me try something. So we might need to make like a pathway over to it. That's eventually how we were going to access it anyway. That's why I have these stairs here. But I'm sort of curious if we have a platform here that we can build, then could we stand on it and build the arches above? The answer is yes. Well, let's get some of the structure built this way. And then I'll create like a connecting path. Which would be here and here. And eventually, what is this, flat barley? I don't super care about barley. Crush it. And then we'll get soil here so that we can access the other side as well quicker. And I'll work on getting like an actual physical path all the way out there as well. Just maybe not this springtime. I'm not going to interfere anymore with the farm fields, but eventually, yeah. We're low on soil. The reason why I'm not excavating the ground beneath my keep for soil is I don't want the flood risk and having to like backfill with walls. Getting the soil out here doesn't carry the same flood risk, which is why I'm getting it from here, even though it's like less efficient. It's not two birds, one stone. Father Pricks. What a weird name for a female dog. No, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. Okay. Father Pricks the dog. Solid. Okay, we almost have all the books for Religious Structures 1. And then we're going to save up for Religious Structures 2. I don't know. Maybe... I'm not 100% sure if I want to go for the whole like religious structures 3 all the way down the research line, because that's like a lot of dedication for just like version 1.0 of the temple and the shrine or chapel. Ah, intellectual renown gone up again by like 0.5. But still, progress is progress. No, oh, and there's the special book. The Book of School Shooting. I really want there to be another merchant to show up to like actually bring a decent amount of books, but I think we're gonna have to caravan for him after we get a little bit more progress with the religious buildings. All right, clay is rather low, down to 37, so this might be a bottleneck to be solved. Now, the only issue is all the clay that was, like, close to... close to the colony, I've, like, dug out, for the most part. I mean, there's still a small patches here and there, but not in a level of bulk that I'll probably end up requiring. There is some clay in the lower mining pits, though, in our... so I can start digging those out, at least. It's one of the reasons why I'm doing, like, an open pit, so that I gain access to additional material as we dig down. Yeah, there's a decent amount of clay over here that we can grab. I don't love how I'm making the surrounding countryside like pockmarked full of ugly holes, as if we're at a summer camp for misbehaved boys. But I don't. It's too bad that there isn't like a research project of like the quarry mod for RimWorld, where you just quarry up from like a preset spot or something. Like Timberborn has for metal, you know? That'd be nice. Alright, religious structures. So now we have the ritual circle and the lectern. To open up the room requirements, because I think it's worth knowing what we're working towards. For a chapel, we would need a lectern and shrine. And for the temple, we would need a shrine and ritual circle. And this should be enough for base requirements. So actually, I'm not going to get tier 2. Unless you vote for religious structures again, which is option number 11. Which is off the map, off the screen, I realize. Because this should be enough for like version 1.0 of our chapel and temple. Well, the kilns are firing up. So now it's just a matter of like having the time to invest in the construction. But I really like the what is it, Cranog design here. Cranog is like a Irish or Scottish design of like stilt buildings. Which is funny because this game takes place in like the British Isles, so it's using local architecture styles to solve this problem. I really do like the Cranog temples and the Cranog stockroom. It's neat. I mean I don't watch other like Let's Plays of Going Medieval, but like I doubt there are many that build like this. It's super inefficient, so it's not good for meta, but it is cool looking. The final result, certainly cool looking. Looks like something that would be in like a video game where you have to take down a bunch of like, you know, enemy cultists or something, and there's one bridge into their compound, and I don't know. Just fantasy things. A visitor. Osgood Colville. He's a friendly visitor. He's a bard. It's too bad. I think we've recently kicked off our feast, so it should be on cooldown. Oh, no, it gets reset because he's here? I like that. So let's try to take advantage of his presence and make simple meals if we can, so that we can have a feast with the visiting bard. Jobs. Board drape. You're gonna get cooking 1. Coep cooking 1. Ridelock is already cooking 1. So we'll I don't know how long they're gonna visit. I hope they visit for a few days, allowing us to catch up on cooking tasks. And it looks like rug making is far and above the most popular task, or research. So that's a 45 chronicle. Got it. Oops. I'm not gonna. Well, yeah, I'll do handbooks, just because I have 2 potential researchers. Good. I reprioritize. Oh, and you know, it just occurred to me. Yeah. All right, managing food for the meal policy. We obviously, if we're trying to get travel meals, we're gonna need new food policy that does not allow for packaged meals. So, no pack meals. So roasted meat, stew, dubious stew, don't eat dubious stew. Don't eat gruel. And lavish meals of all types are fine. And we'll roll no pack meals out to everyone. Because we've been like going to, it's pretty stupid. We've gone into the effort of like wrapping our food in linen and then just like eating it immediately. It's terrible. I should have noticed earlier. Alright, Osgood. Hopefully you hang out a little bit longer, because I would love to take advantage of your strumming. But we do not have the food for you yet. We're working on it. Sort of. Very sort of. I could also include another stove down here. It would make the heat in the room go up pretty high. Let's include sticks too. It might. Is it a raw ingredient thing? I don't think it is. I am lower on food, but it's not 0 by any means. I think what I'll do is, if there's easy game. Wow, there's really not. Okay. Maybe we do group hunt boar hunting? Because, yeah, it's saying that there's no resources to deliver. So, we're out of... Because unless we do it out of barley, apparently we're out of, like, cookable meal stuff. So, alright, fine. Let's go ahead and... grab... I'm just arbitrarily grabbing a bunch of archers. I don't even think they're necessarily the right people for the job. And we're just going to do some hunting. And there's no, like, easy game to take down, so I'm group hunting with a bunch of drafted people so that there's less of a risk to their physical health. Where is the boars? We'll take down the boars and the bear. That should be a decent amount of food. Rusty, thank you for the resub. Okay, boar down. Now the brown bear. It's like rushing me already. Oh, Glitch, I don't know what you're doing, but don't go punching it, please. Wait, do you... Well, you don't have a bow? What the hell happened to your bow? Go home. Glitch, you go... Get yourself a bow. I don't know what you did with it. But go haul... No, 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 no. That's not what I told you to do. Yeah, there you go. Or Drake, you're one of the cooks, so you are going to haul the bear home. No. Try again. There you go. His bow broke, as per the alert. I phased that out. It must have told me, and I just, like, ignored it. Good to know. I'll get him a new one. Come on, guys. There we go. And I'll go after the last boar. I didn't realize the food was like as bad as it was. Kind of a surprise to me, so trying to supplement. Yo, Wolf. No thieving. Haul. Cool. Alright, well, we should be able to have meals now. After that concerted draft effort. And then Glitch, once you're done hauling to the stockpile, which is already true. Let's get you another bow. Ooh, a superior one. Hell yeah. Well, I will say, the farm, oh my god. Production speed, 150%, yeah. The farm's looking pretty sown. We are missing bramble bushes and some of the gooseberries, but like, apart from that, it's in. All those carcasses will get butchered up and hopefully turned into meals soon. I don't know what the heck is going on. All right, Cool Up's doing it. All right, I was like, I highest priority for cooking for like so many people, and yet we're somehow not making meals out of it. And then while I'm out here, let's go ahead and find gooseberries if we can, and brambleberries. Oh wow, that's a lot of clay. Here's damson. But I have damson already. Oh, here's blackthorn. And gooseberry. It's a very far walk, which sucks. But once we establish bushes over in our on our island, it won't be it only sucks once. Oh, we lost the opportunity. We couldn't get the food in time. It's okay. Bit of a bummer. Hopefully we solve our... It wasn't really a food shortage, it was like a meal shortage. Hopefully we solve that problem so we don't really have it again. Oh, I looked away briefly and look what we've got. Got most of the platforms for the religious buildings up. Stellar. I'm gonna get rid of the weird wooden stilt things that I built. And then once all the floors are in, we can put the walls and the roof in. And I think I'm gonna have it be a terminus, meaning like no buildings above it, you know? So we'll actually do roof tiles. Meaning we'll be using probably clay shingle roof. Somnolent. Oh, well that's not great. Happy birthday. You're disfigured. Wait, you lost Somnolent? Did I click on the wrong person? What was that notice? Not Almanac. Would it be in here? No, it wouldn't even be in here. Was he somnolent before and he lost it? It popped up too quick. Is Cool Wave possible bard? I wasn't actually not going to fill the bard role for our own community. Because we're not... It's not important for the goal of intellectual renown. All right, guys. Get the floors in. We're almost done. Pretty tall stilts. Red Mist, you are getting pretty brainy there, aren't you? Even if you did become listless. Clay pile is forbidden because, yeah, we can't actually walk there. Yeah, I know. It was wishful thinking that we could somehow pick that up. Okay, it's just going to keep warning me, so I'm just going to forbid it all anyway. We can always dig it up, like from below, but that's way more effort than it's worth, I think. Wow. I can't believe there's symmetry in how much they built both structures. It's both missing 3 tiles. Well, not anymore. It was momentarily both missing 3. Okay. So now that that's in, I am going to incorporate windows into these because I don't see a reason why not. Maybe what I'll do is have the windows face inwards into the community and not have windows on the outside. I think that makes sense. So there will be windows, but like not windows that can be fired in upon. I think that's reasonable. I mean, it's like not, there's almost a 0% chance that that's ever an issue, but like role playing here, yeah, let's do it that way. And just a regular door, I guess. Okay, let's do the same thing on the other side. And I certainly do not have the materials for this yet. And then if we want to get a roof over it, obviously we're going to need arches, which will be added in a minute. I think I'm going to center the windows better. Now I know I'm going windows. It's too bad there's not like a center window pattern, so you can have like a 3-wide window. That'd be nicer. Because you can only really have 2 wide windows. I'd like wider if possible, but not possible, so be it. And the physical installation of this structure is not a big... It's not that important because it's not like people are going to be in it for too long. Like a bedroom would be. Alright. We'll put 2 arches. That should be plenty to keep a roof on. It's probably overkill. And then last but not least... I was thinking of doing a clay tile roof, but having it let me show roof overlay. Having it slope inwards. And it's a little strange looking, but like, I don't know. Strange is good. So, there we go. That's what it's gonna look like when it's all said and done. A lot more clay tiles in the future, but still. Something else that we could consider is to build like a temporary wooden bridge out to this clay area from here. Just like build it over that way. Make it out of wood. It's very impermanent, but it gives us access to this like clay pit zoning that might help. Maybe not right now, but like in the future, that would be maybe not a terrible thing to consider. Wow, you have not been trained at all. You can see why I like didn't want all the animals that we had before. Training is not fast. The ROI is... The return on investment for animal training exists, but the speed at which you get that investment is slow. Especially if the animal's hauling from the wilds, because there's not a lot to protect you from wild animals when you're hauling, like, from, let's say, way out here. You might just get ganked by wolves or foxes or something, which is one of the main reasons why I don't tend to invest in animal training, because otherwise you need to, like, put torches everywhere to keep your animals protected as they haul from around the map, and, like, that's way more effort than it's worth, as far as I'm concerned. I think for these places of worship, I'm going to go with the rounded style. Once it's all built. It'll be easier to set it up that way once it's built. I am low-key getting tired of the exhaustion, so I'm going to slightly adjust schedules here, adding another hour of rest and 1 hour less of mandated work. Some of that is probably... Oh, it wasn't day sleeper. I was figuring it was day sleeper, because when you have early risers or night owls and whatnot, they usually are a little bit fussier about the waking hours. But not in this case. I was wrong. Kadar Soul, thank you for the sub. Cheers. So the real question is, where does which one is which? So ultimately, we're trying to make a chapel, which requires a shrine and lectern. And then a temple, which requires a shrine and ritual circle. I don't have the gold for the ritual circle, which is something that we'll have to buy. So the Oak Brethren temple might take longer, because if I'm not mistaken, I haven't actually found any naturally occurring gold on the tile. Like, we're not in the mountains where it's everywhere. It's actually one of the issues of playing the mountain tiles, is when you play up in the mountain, you can find yourself in a situation where, as you're trying to excavate for, like, building purposes, you're excavating so many, like, really expensive natural resources, like iron, salt, gold, silver, that you end up evaluating your colony at something ridiculously high, meaning that you're perpetually under constant threat of, like, big raids, because, you know, the simple act of building your fortress meant that you were amassing wealth. In our case, yeah, I don't know where any gold is, so we might have to buy it. Because, yeah, I could smelt gold coin down. Maybe I'll do that once for the 1 ingot we need. That's like almost all of our gold, but we did vote to make a shrine in a temple, so we'll do it. All right, we're almost at the end of the stream, but here we go. She was found faint and bleeding by a citizen of the Tower of Knowledge. From the axe and shattered lumber, Kathleen had clearly experienced a woodcutting mishap. All right, let's take a look at her. She is a gnarled miner. She has a passion in art, botany, carpentry, and mining. She likes carpentry, botany, and something else. She won't tell us. She has 3 perks unknown. Apparently, she's not being chased, which I doubt. But yeah, we'll welcome her in. So let's take a look at her. She's elf shot, so lower motor function. She's laggardly, so lower movement speed and global work speed. And she's gluttonous, so she eats a lot. Yay. Okay, you are going to be unnamed. I'm not going to do the raffle right now. Just like last stream. You came with a hatchet. You had the passions you had, like you said. You're malnourished. You have a deep arm laceration. And I will let you rest. Set up your work priorities, build yourself a bed, and that's probably where we're going to end things. But you'll be our dedicated miner, I guess. You will do that, at least. You're not a better carpenter than our primary carpenter, so not doing that. You are, I guess, the best artist. You are a resident artist now. So, like, congrats, I suppose, is in order? Why not? Alright, so that part's done. You are going to be given the no-pack meals. You're going to be given the no ugly clothing. So you're going to have to strip off your clothing. I'll probably end up giving you a bow. I don't think you had any related passions to ranged combat or melee combat, no. So, all things being equal, I'd rather have you have a bow. I am going to need a hay bed and another chair. Oh, actually, How many chairs do I have? I've got 12 chairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, we got the correct amount of chairs, but I will need another bed. So I'm not going to raffle off just yet, but I will set them up in a bed and like medical tend them so that next stream, if there is to be a next stream, I don't have to remember, oh yeah, I have someone who's about to die of bleeding right at the start. And their name is Unnamed Burrows. Great. You're a whole damn neighborhood, lady. Yep, she's unconscious. Bordrick. Go help her. Okay, so she's not bleeding. She's being hauled back to town. Hey, while you're at it, get that fox. I didn't check how ripe it was, but whatever. Ripe is the wrong term. How rotten it was. I guess fox don't ripen over time. But no one ever. So in terms of the temples, they're a pretty fair bit done. We're obviously going to wait on the walls, arches, etc. But good progress so far. The unnamed person has regained consciousness magically after we had to carry them all the way in. Is missing a lot of motor function, has traits that are hellishly bad. But whatever, it is what it is. And this is where I'm going to leave off, having accomplished a library tower, a main fireproof bridge, and updated gate, skeps and beekeeping, a dedicated fermenting room, additional bed chambers below, and cartography table allowing us to know our renowned, as well as collecting one of hopefully many books. So this, friends, is where I'm going to leave off for this week. Thank you for tuning in to Going Medieval Tower of Knowledge, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow islanders.